they was looking. There I go. Y'all, let me come to y'all right now. Come up in here. Come up in here. I need y'all to start checking out my live. So check it out. First, look at my good, yummy cupcake. Ooh. But this one here, bussin', 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 bussin'. So, I can't help it because it's bussin', 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 bussin'. Come on up in here and need y'all. I can't just talk to myself today. Everybody else, everybody, everybody, all the YouTubers are almost, all the famous YouTubers are down at the courthouse. So I'm going to take advantage of the live while they are in the courthouse. Yeah, Armand down there, Tisa Tells, all Mims, make it make sense. Make it make sense. All right. Anyway, y'all, I'm just gonna go live and see who is gonna go live with me. So yesterday they had all their notes. Tisa had all her notes. I was on Armand Wiggins. I like how Armand was giving the feedback back. Armand was giving that good feedback because he just had so much emotion. But Tisa, you did too. Don't get me wrong. Shh, 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 shh. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, y'all. I am literally in class. All the children are gone. I got one, and he want to make all the noise in the world. No, not now. So they said Misa had a walker. Misa, Misa got a walker? No, y'all. No. The Breakfast Club said something. Let me see something. The Breakfast Club said, "Why is Cassie video so important for evidence?" Because I thought they was not bringing her back up. But then the feds picked it up. This cupcake good. Love to the cupcake. That's how good it is, y'all. Girl, did you bite this cupcake? Oh.
Child, try. I got two. Which ones did you get? Oh, you got the Oreo. I got the strawberry.
That was like, strawberry was gone, but they always good. She can, all her cakes are good. This cake, who you bite, I was like, That's why you hear me going, constantly, because it's just that good. It's just that good. Stop playing. I'm over there like, oh, make love to the cupcake.
I'm getting ready to eat mine. I said, every time I'm trying to, but you know what?
So,
I'm eat mine too. I'll be right back. I gotta upload this stuff. I'm trying to get all this stuff so I can.
all right.
Oh, let me get my checklist.
I'm glad the kids are not far. Like I said, I'm glad they're not waiting in the media center because I'm staying right here with Marquis. I can't even eat all that cream. It was too early for it, but it's good. I had to bite it.
I'm about to eat mine, Lord. Cause you slim.
Go right on to the booty.
I'm about to eat mine.
Bathroom, you good? Hey. So I'm talking about everybody named Mama being at the Diddy trial. Okay.
over there in the stove.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, I need y'all to come back, okay? Because I had to get on my live. I wanted to. He's going to help you determine which side of that you believe. So he's running down what he saw. He says he saw this guy in the room when he's talking to the prosecutors. He's also saying that, like, you know, after Cassie left, there was like this 7-foot man that, like, basically like a big man that came and picked Cassie up. And obviously she knew the man, but it was kind of uncomfortable going back to the whole, you know, Diddy's team was helping him orchestrate all this stuff. He says he went back upstairs to talk to Puff and explain to him the rules of the hotel and that he had to pay for some things. And Diddy had this like devilish stare on his face when he came out of the elevator at one point, and that Diddy allegedly offered him money. So the man is saying that Diddy offered him money because he didn't want any of this to come out, because for her and for him. But then they cross-examine him. So now Brian Steele gets up there for Diddy.
Top dog law.
No, let me tell you. We've reported about Brian Steele a lot in here, but I have never seen, he did it so effortlessly. I've never seen nothing like this. So he gets up there and he's like, okay, so you're now an LAPD officer, because they leaned a lot on that, because they want you to look at this man as like he has integrity.
Currently an LAPD.
Currently LAPD officer after he left being security at that hotel, right? So he has all this morals and integrity because he's an officer. He understands taking oath and telling the truth. So Brian Steele is like, okay, well, you told us that when you do your incident reports, you got to report the W's. Where, what, why, who, like all the details. So he goes into the incident report and he says to him, he says, the incident reports are important, right? Because when we're recounting these things, we're relying on your report. So everything in your report is valid because y'all depend on that. He's like, yeah. So he instantly starts getting him. He's like, okay, so you mentioned something about Cassie having a purple eye when you got off of the elevator. Why wasn't that in your incident report? The man said, well, I didn't think that was significant to put in. Brian still said, so you thought it was significant today, but it wasn't significant 9 years ago? So then he says, you said that you saw a man inside of their hotel room. Why wasn't that in your incident report? Did you ask the man his name? Did you talk to him? And he was like, no, because the man didn't really say anything. So then Brian still was like, well, you also mentioned that you offered to call the police, but Cassie told you not to. Why didn't you put that in your incident report? And he was like, because I didn't think it was important to, like, you know what I mean? She said, don't call the cops.
The obvious answer to all of that is because he was trying to cover up for Diddy.
No, but like, listen.
Yeah,
so
that's the obvious answer for all of that.
I'm about to keep going. Listen. So he didn't tell him that. He told me. And I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, a little too much. And I was mad about it deep down because I was like, that's not cool at all. And then I'm like, what are you talking about? You tripping? And I'll tell you in a minute because I'm on the live and I was doing something I don't want to talk about it on it. Yep, I'll get to you in a second. Sorry, guys. He's like, so he's like, no, because I didn't think that was important, blah, blah. So he's like, so when you say that you saw this man inside of the hotel room, right? Can you talk to us about like how the hotel room was set up? Because the point he was trying to get to, but they backed up off of it, was Diddy would have been in a presidential suite or a larger hotel room where if you're standing in the doorway, you're not seeing someone sitting on a bed. You're not seeing a person, and you didn't even put that in your report. So he's like, that makes no sense whatsoever. And then the prosecution had already played the video in full, and then they played these videos he recorded on his phone. And they asked him, well, why would you record videos on your phone? And he's like, because if I had told my wife that this just happened, because I knew who Puff was, but I didn't know who Cassie was, she wouldn't have believed me. That blows, even if he was just trying to cover up for Diddy, that now makes him look like you were so fanned out at this point. We can't trust either side. We can't trust you. That's the problem, y'all. The problem is, I'm going to keep it real. There's so many people that know of Diddy. Come on, Diddy been out since the 90s, early 90s. So people wondering why they got an all-white jewelry. Because they figure maybe the white people don't know nothing about Diddy, because they figure we all know about Diddy or Diddy's music. They might have not been into rap music or R&B. So they trying to find somebody, but they're talking about the security guard that wrote let me get it right, the incident report. So he didn't put nothing in there about Cassie, none of that. And then he tried to say Diddy's lawyer flipped it because the money that he's trying to say that he gave him a stack of money to be quiet, right? He said. But then you said that he had to pay damages, but they said that he wasn't supposed to pay for damages with cash. They wanted it damages through a card, basically. They wanted proof through like credit. Cause who takes cash anyway? They trying to twist that all around. And we know the defense of his lawyers are definitely gonna twist it around because they want him to come home. I mean, I'm not trying to say I want the man locked up, y'all. Right is right and wrong is wrong. He should do something, but I promise you that man gonna end up doing time served. He'll be home. Watch what I say, y'all. He will be home. So let me go find something else that, because everybody talking about the same mess, the same mess, the same mess. So, Tisa Tells has some stuff too, because she was talking about how he was acting like an old ass man. They said he was coming in acting like shaky. Diddy, stop it. You was doing the Harlem Shake. That's what you was doing. Doing a Diddy bop. That's what Diddy was doing coming in. They said he was coming in like slow. Let me get it. They said he was coming in walking like, like old man status and stuff. No, that's it. He was coming in like this. Take this money. Take this money. That's what he was doing that last Harlem Shake down that walkway. That's what he was doing. That last Harlem Shake. That's what he was doing. Ain't no dye up in there, Diddy. Show them grades. Show your age. Okay? Thinking you young. And let's talk about it. The girl that was talking on Tasha K interview, 22 years old when it was going down. She got pregnant by Diddy and everything. What's she about, like 30 something now? She like our kids' age. I don't want to hear nothing from Diddy. I don't want to hear nothing, y'all. Nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Our kids' age. And then your girls are sitting up in the courtroom. I heard they did it. What grandma told them they had to go. I don't want y'all hearing this about your dad. Plugging booties. Ooh. They sure did. Let's find something about Tory. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let's see what's going on. Let's go back.
All right, so check it out, y'all. The judge sustained that. He says you can only use it to try to refresh his recollection. Diddy's lawyer says, read it to yourself. Does it refresh you? The male sex worker says, I do not remember saying that.
Okay.
What I am reading here.
Okay, everybody talking about the same stuff. I need some new info. They talking about the same court. What is going on in court today? They saying Cassie's supposed to show up today. We need to know this. Why New York won't do a live one? They get on my nerves. So I'm trying to find y'all. Hey everybody, welcome to Miss Keish Tube, you guys. And y'all know the L is for love. Love, love. Appreciate y'all. Like this, share it. Subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe. Oh, let me see. I like when Armand be talking. But see, right now, we not going to get a lot. We not going to get a lot. And the reason why we not going to get a lot right now is because it's still early. I'm so tired of why New York won't just, why? So everybody that's on live and they're just basically chiming in with court. They're just showing the doors. They like repeating the same thing over and over. We need some new details like this. Okay, what Fox 5 got going on? Let's see. This is what I'm talking about right here. See what I'm saying? Stakeout, a stakeout, a stakeout. They'll be there all day, y'all. All day. They'll just be sitting there all day. All day. All day. Just sitting there all day, y'all. Literally. So. opening. Let's see what the opening say. Let's see. Now, my girl, the messy sweet spot. Y'all remember her name was Gigi. Join and welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. We are back, and I wanted to give my take on the update about the Diddy trial. You guys know earlier today it was banging on social media. Everybody and their mama was talking. Everybody and their mama was there. I mean, we have been talking about this for a long time now, and it's finally here. So let's hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Who there? Is anybody that really messed with Diddy there? Everybody else there, but nobody ain't saying nothing about. I think Gene Dill was up there. Cupcake good, y'all. Shh, 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 shh. Gene Dill was there, right? Nobody ain't talking about no artists. None of his old artists, even fellow rappers. Meek, where you at? Meek ain't been singing nothing. That man ain't even rapping. Where are your friends at, Diddy? Where the real friends at? They not talking about who really up in there. They just keep saying, I seen this person, I seen that person. A lot of media, right? A lot of media. Where are your people? Usually they would show somebody coming in. I mean, who? Anybody? A record label person? Who is in there? Is your old security guards in there? Who is in there that was down with you? Carisha, where you at? Young Miami don't want to be in there. Where are your people? Fabulous, you was cool. Mary, where they at, y'all? Where they at? Where they at? Let's just go back to see what Gigi got to say. Let's talk about it. And I just want to say thank you all for joining me here this late night. You guys know sometimes I do late night. As you guys can see, I am in my sleeping attire. Okay, I just want to say thank you all. And if you guys must know, let's just go. If Diddy said, or no, if that man said that he was messing around with Diddy too, press 1 if you didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. Hell, I didn't hear it. Hell, I didn't hear that. But what he did say was Cassie paid him. I was shocked to hear that. Did you hear that? Cassie paid him. Diddy didn't pay him. Cassie paid him. He said Cassie paid him $706,000 to mess off with him. What the hell are y'all smoking? I would have did it for 5. Hell, like I'm kidding. GG. I'm kidding. I just get pissed off with these hoes. Y'all getting $6,000, $700 to do some freaky ass shit, and I'm up here. And up there, and believe it or not, y'all, and believe it or not, she gonna believe. Who gonna really believe? Where she get the money from? Cassie ain't got no job. Cassie ain't had no job. Cassie ain't had no album out. Where Cassie get the money from? Everybody talking about that, right? Now they talking about, oh, Cassie paid the man because the security guard said that. No, the sex worker man said that he got the money from her hand. Yeah, because he didn't want to Puff knew what he was doing. I'm going back to Puff. Tell me Puff didn't know what he was doing. Like it. Put a comment in there and let me know. Puff was doing some mess. He knew how to finesse that and finagle it. Come on now. Come on, Gigi. Stop playing. You know you don't believe that mess, do you? Stop playing. Stop playing right now. Struggling. And people got real jobs struggling. And see, Satan rewards a lot of this wicked shit. Because Diddy is King Satan, right? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. But he's King Wicked. And of course the wicked would pay a prostitute $6,000 to do some wicked shit. I'm mad as hell about that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm mad as hell. People up here struggling, living an honest job. They can't even get that. But Diddy, he gonna spend his money doing some bull crap like that, doing some wicked shit like that. He could have spent that money on the homeless, people that really need it, you know? I just feel like Diddy, he need to go get some therapy and rebuke that wicked spirit on him, you know, because that wicked spirit has got him real bad. But anyway, I was shocked to hear that man, that prostitute dude, he said
that Cassie paid him $76,000. And I guess Cassie would take him in a room and he would be doing it to Cassie and Diddy would direct it, you know? And he said that he knew that.
Wait a minute. Not Diddy directed, go that way, hit that way, come back this way. Nah, hit her from the, pull her here from, yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, daddy, that's how you do it. Ooh, ew, he nasty. I can imagine, ooh, I don't even want to
Cassie
imagine
didn't
it.
want to do it, but he did it anyway. I think his ass need to go to jail too. You knew Cassie was uncomfortable. Hell. And you did it anyway? You did it anyway? I think your ass need to go to jail too. That's how I feel. You know? And I guess people be like, don't take him to jail because he's speaking. I don't give a damn. Speak all you want to. I think your ass should still go to jail. If Diddy came out and told all his crimes, I'm thankful he told all his crimes, but I think his ass still should go to jail. Hell, you still have to be accountable for the wickedness you did. Hell, you could have prevented, you could have saved her life. Well, shit, she ain't dead. But you could have did more, but you was into that money. And that's why I don't trust prostitutes. Because prostitutes, in my eyes, they will sell out for any money. Who knows? How do I know this prostitute ain't getting paid to do this? You know, that's why I don't trust prostitutes, because they don't have integrity. They lie for a living. They lie. They tell fairy tales. They tell fantasy for a living because they prostitutes. Prostitutes don't got no damn integrity. Hell, they already sold their soul when they first took their first client. Hell.
Dang.
But that's my take on that. But I would like to go deeper into that and to find out more information. He did say that he did witness Diddy, you know, throwing bottles at her.
Ooh.
And stuff like that. And he ain't do nothing. You a damn weak ass man. I don't give a damn.
Exactly. Weak as hell. Wait a minute. Weak. Because he was like that too, that's why. You didn't say nothing. You were basically the client. You was hitting it. You didn't care what happened. Prostitute yourself. How about that? He was a prostitute too, y'all. Let's go back.
Diddy ain't God. But then again, that prostitute, he ain't God and he don't got God like him anyway. But I do believe a man of God in that situation saw Diddy doing that to Cassie. I do believe that the man of God would have stood up to Diddy, and a man of God don't care how much money you got.
That's
man of God don't care how much Satan gives
That's
you influence because he has God on his side.
Okay.
He has righteousness
That's
on
right.
his side. So he don't fear. He does not cower when it comes to Satan's sons. Okay? Hell.
Let that sink in, okay? And academics, you know you still got a whole dang on open case going around about you doing something funky to a woman too. Let's talk about it. Because you ain't, and you over here doing Diddy trial. Somebody about to be doing your trial in a minute. Touching them young ladies and stuff. Them little young ladies, they young, y'all. Gigi, you the GOAT. But let's see what's going on real quick with this. It's called News Nation, y'all. And you know, let's watch these people talk about Diddy. That's exactly what we gonna do. Because he put himself in that predicament. And no, and ain't bringing a black man down. He brought himself down. Okay.
In New York City, with the first day of testimony in Sean Diddy Combs' federal sex crimes trial. After seating a jury of 8 men and 4 women, the prosecution delivered its opening statement, and they came out swinging. Prosecutor Emily Johnson said the public knew Diddy as a larger-than-life business mogul, but behind the scenes, he was forcing women into sex, using violence and drugs to keep them in line. She said Combs had an inner circle that helped him commit sex crimes, drug crimes, other crimes, things like arson and kidnapping. And then came the graphic details from what we now know are called the freak-offs, where Diddy allegedly recorded sexual encounters that he'd arranged between paid escorts and his alleged victims, including his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Now, the feds say Diddy once forced an escort to urinate on Cassie. That came out in court today. When it was the defense's turn, they didn't deny Diddy's temper. They said, yes, he can be violent. They admitted that. Remember, that's not what he's on trial for.
Like and
they
share,
said, yes,
subscribe.
he's got anger issues, and his actions might warrant domestic violence charges. It was clever that they said that. But trafficking and racketeering, again, that's what the federal case is about. The defense says those don't apply. And all that freak-off sex, according to the defense, they say it was consensual. They said that Diddy's love of baby oil, and this was actually a quote, they said the love of baby oil was not a federal crime. Cassie Ventura did not take the stand today. She is expected to be there tomorrow, and she better soon. This is another very interesting part of all of this. She is about to give birth.
Which is today, y'all. She might be on the stand today as we speak. So guess what? Get online. Go wherever your sources may be. Find people. We are about to find out what is going on. We want to know what is going to happen. What is Cassie going to say up there? Big pregnant. She needs to just tell her story and keep it real. Because peeing in the mouth is disgusting. Or peeing on her. I heard the mouth and all kinds of stuff. And the daughters had to hear this mess. Oh, that's disgusting, y'all. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't, y'all. We're going to continue listening to my mans, okay?
Birth to her third child any minute now, and she's about to get on the
Wait a minute, y'all. I didn't know that was her third child. Keep it pushing.
witness stand, about to have a baby. Another twist. Two witnesses were called today, including a former security officer at the hotel, where Diddy is seen on video attacking Ventura brutally. You remember that video back in 2016. The prosecutors played the video. The witness testified that Diddy tried to pay him off with a giant wad of cash. The day's second witness was a male escort. This is where it really got very juicy, who says that he was paid by Diddy numerous times to have sex with Cassie while Diddy sat there in the corner masturbating. One side, Diddy throw a liquor bottle at Cassie and heard him beating her in another room. And in court today for all of this was Lauren Conlin. That's the host of the hugely popular true crime podcast, The Outlier, and Pop Crime TV on YouTube. There she is. There's Lauren also joining me now, News Nation national correspondent Caitlin Beck.
Y'all, day 2. I just can't wait for day 2. Come on, man, there's a whole witness, and he was doing this all the time, multiple times. But like I said, where Carisha and everybody, where your friends at, Diddy? They supposed to be sitting in court with you. I'm tired of hearing about the YouTubers and everybody else out there. Where are your friends? Where's your people at? Bump the kids. They need to get out of there. They shouldn't even be hearing that crap. Where is your crew? Meek, where you at? Meek Monies, Meek Millies, where you at? Okay, I'm out of here, y'all. Till next time, I appreciate y'all. The L is for what? Love. Subscribe to y'all girl, Miss Keish Love. I'm out of here, y'all. I got to go.